Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the wrap up for the end of May in 2020. If you guys are new here, essentially what we do is I run a series of back tests throughout the week and find out what strategies I find that are working the best in this current market. I then create a list of those for Friday. I scan through them and I cherry pick two longs and two shorts. Have them into next week be auto traded by a trading bot, show you guys the results of kind of what happened here, and then rinse and repeat, show you guys what I'm watching next time, and then so on and so forth. And we've done this for over a year now. I've been recording the stats detailed starting this year, and I'll show you that in a second. But that's essentially this particular series. On top of that, there's some live algorithmic trading, some live discretionary swing trading, and a series that I'm doing with my fiance where I'm just kind of teaching her the ropes of trading. So again, welcome everyone who's here. Let's go through these quick because I know you guys like these shorter formats. So we get finally a monthly candle on the SPY at the end of this month, and you can see basically it's the tail that you see on the daily chart too. We had this crazy sell-off and then this pretty extreme bounce with kind of no relenting in sight. If we scroll down to the weekly chart, you can see it's pretty much the same thing. A massive, massive sell up here, followed by a pretty insane bounce. Noting a little bit of a spinning top up here, but again, there's no reason to get in front of this insane rally until it shows you it breaks. Next, we go down to the daily chart and we can see what actually happened this week, and what made that kind of spinning top is we had a series of bottoming tails here showing us that at least there was some kind of later day accumulation as we held above the 200-day moving average pretty well. Still have this evening star signal here that hasn't been resolved. It's got to either just break out of the top of here and hold, or fall pretty dramatically when you see these evening star type setups. So for last week, it was 589 was the total, so per share right here. And let's take a look at that over on this sheet. This is the sheet that I have that's tracking it. It was 586, so sorry, for per 100 shares traded. And you can see I just extrapolate that out based off kind of what your size or tolerance would be on this play. And then again, here's the equity curve for each one starting in the beginning of March. So overall, still very happy with this particular strategy. So here on the actual trades, you can see of the 4 trades, 3 triggered, with AAL making us look like a genius there, and then just kind of coming back down and being break even. And EXEL, same kind of thing. It broke down a little bit and then it came up to get us for a small loss. So then the story of the week was this QTS, which I thought I was going to miss in the morning because it kind of gapped up through our price, but it came down pretty early just to get us in and then rallied. So I'm going to be thankful on that one. I don't think I could replicate that if I tried, but that's just the way it was. So that's a good trade. Again, I would have no reason to be out of this trade if I was doing a different strategy. I don't own this in any of my different strategy accounts. But again, this particular account, it's open them up on Monday, have the trade ideas auto trade or trade them throughout the week, close them on Friday, and repeat. So this week we're looking at HHC. Essentially what we see here is this descending triangle that's broke higher and then it's pulled back to touch this. So if this turns around and coils higher, I think we could get a pretty decent move. Here on APY, it's kind of the same thing. APY has a pretty big short float here at 13%. You can see this kind of wedge that it's been forming after making higher lows off the bottom. So it could get up into this gap here, and it's got room to go to like 15 to close the gap. So that's kind of the wish on that one there. INVA, we're looking at this ascending triangle that broke down below. I think if this continues, we've got a lot of room here to fall. The 200-day moving average is about 2 points below us. And ACAD, this one I got to scroll out a little bit to show you guys what's going on here, but you can see that this area of resistance has been tested and it looks like it's kind of failing again here. So I'm keeping an eye to see if this ends up coiling lower. So again, that is what we're looking at for this week. If you're new, basically the software that I use for the back testing, the auto trading, the scanning, all of it is called Trade Ideas. There is a link in the description below that will actually save you some money if you want to give it a shot. And full disclosure, that does help out the channel. So that is it for this week, and I will talk to you guys next.